start this job, I'm going to remove the wheel first with a little screwdriver or pry bar, pry the center cap off, and then remove all 6 of your 22mm lug nuts. And go ahead and remove your wheel. With a 17mm, go ahead and remove these 2 bolts that hold the caliper onto the bracket. I'm going to start this one back in just a few threads. With an 18mm, you can hold the slider, and then with your 17, you can break free the bolt. Okay, remove that. Take the bottom out too, and then take the caliper, and I like to put it up on top of the leaf spring. That way it doesn't fall and get damaged. You don't want to put any pressure on the brake hose. Next, remove your pads. And with an 18mm, remove these 2 bracket to axle bolts. Okay, leave that one in just a little bit. And remove your caliper bracket. Remove the rotor. Make sure you also clean the hub surface. You don't want any rust build up here. This one's actually really clean, but I'm gonna go over it with the wire brush just to ensure that every piece of debris is off. And then of course we'll coat it with some anti-seize to prevent any future rust from building. Now that the hub is clean, you want to spray it with some anti-seize, or you can apply the brush kind, just whatever you have. That'll ensure that no rust builds up and the rotor doesn't stick to it in the future. And now if you install the rotor backwards, that'll help you clean off the oils that are on it. So take some brake parts cleaner, spray a little bit on your rag, and then just wipe off all the Cosmoline oil coating that they put on at the factory so it doesn't rust on the shelf. Don't forget about the inside where the parking brake shoe rides. Clean that off too, otherwise it won't hold. Now you can take it, flip it the right way. Go ahead and put your rotor on. Make sure it fits easily over the parking brake shoes, and make sure it fits all the way. If it doesn't, that means they're adjusted out too far, so you have to bring them back in. Now to tell if they're adjusted properly, you want to spin the rotor, and you want to hear them just barely touch. You don't want any drag on them. These are not drum brakes, they're parking brake shoes. You want no drag, but you want to hear them just barely touch. If they touch and they have drag, like you need a lot of force to spin this wheel, it's too much. You need to back them off. And if they don't touch at all, you need to adjust them a little wider to spread these shoes. Otherwise, you apply the parking brake and nothing happens. Moving on to the caliper bracket, take off the little pieces of hardware that are on it. You might need a little pry bar or screwdriver of some sort just to pry them off. I'm gonna take my wire brush and just go ahead and clean off these areas. This is not horrible. If you have a lot of rust buildup, then you might want to take a little grinder disc and grind some material off. You don't want any buildup here, otherwise this will prevent the pads from sliding back and forth easily. So then your brakes will stick. You can also take a flathead screwdriver or pry bar and just scrape off any debris that's on here. And make sure you do both sides. So at this point, once this is clean, you can add a very light layer of grease on here. This is just going to prevent rust from building up in the future. Make sure you do that to both sides. You don't need a lot. If it's too much, it'll actually squeeze out from underneath the hardware and it'll go onto the rotor, which is bad. Put on your new pieces of hardware here, the retaining clips, press them down all the way. If they don't go down, well, it's most likely because there's still rust build up there. Do that to both sides. Perfect. And now I'm going to take the slider pins out and clean those. I like to put them on their appropriate side just in case they are not the same. In this case it doesn't matter because they are, but sometimes they're not. Clean off the old grease with a rag, and if they were rusty, if there was no grease, I would actually take a bore brush and put it in there with some parts cleaner, clean up the hole. In my case, they were already greased and still in good working order, so I'm not going to do that. Make sure you clean up this ridge here because that's where the boot seals up, and if it doesn't seal up, water gets in and you get rust. Grease it up with some new brake grease. Make sure you get some up on that ridge there. Slide it into the caliper bracket. Make sure it goes down all the way. Twist it to work in the grease, and then clean off the excess and do the same to the other one. Next, put your caliper bracket back on. I've cleaned up the bolts. They were a little rusty and had some old thread locker on. You can apply new thread locker if you'd like. Definitely not anti-seize. Start them on, and then I'm going to bottom them out and torque them to 148 foot-pounds. 148 foot-pounds for both of these. The caliper will have this clip here that you can just pop out from the top. Remove that, throw it in the trash because it came with a new one. And the next thing to do is to press this piston back in. Make sure you clean it up. Someone put a whole lot of grease on here. Then you can use either a very large C-clamp or pliers or whatever you have, but basically you want to slowly push this piston back in. I'm going to use an old brake pad and this tool. It's called a caliper depression tool. And what this does is it's going to slowly squeeze in my caliper piston. As you can see, it's retracting, and that's bottomed out. Perfect. If it doesn't go in smoothly, that means it's seized or on its way to seizing, and you'll need a new caliper. Before I put it on, I'm going to put a very thin layer of grease on here. That's going to prevent the pads from making any noise, and it'll prevent rust from getting in there. This will make a nice seal, as well as a little bit on these two ears. You don't need a lot. So the new clip that comes for the caliper needs to be installed. It'll go with the shorter arms facing the outside of the caliper, facing away from the piston. Press that up into place, and then you can install your caliper. Make sure it slides on all the way. From the back side, you can start in your 2 bolts. I'm going to bottom these 2 out and then torque them to 31 foot-pounds. Slider's spinning, so I'm going to hold it with my 18mm wrench. And that's 2. Next, go ahead and put the wheel back on. Start on all 6 of your lug nuts, bottom them out, and torque them to 140 foot-pounds. In a cross pattern, torque them to 140 foot-pounds. And don't forget about your center cap.